Hi, everyone, and I hope I explained this concept properly. It came to me this morning while I was doing a meditation, and I had been watching Martha Beck again. I'm going through a Martha Beck phase, and she was talking about the space between the atoms and the cells and how, well, everything is space, really. I mean, they say that we are made up primarily of space, if you think about all the atoms and stuff. And I was just sitting there meditating, and I thought, what fills that space? What is that space? And it came to me, space is love. And I know that sounds weird, and I journaled about it a bit, but just hear me. Just let these words sink in again. Space is love, meaning the spaces between everything, the nothingness out of which comes the something. That is love, the life force that, because you need the space to hold the matter. Without the space, you can't just have complete matter, because then there's no interplay. You have to have the space for the matter to exist. It's like that duality, the opposites, the light and the dark. You can't just have solid, complete matter, because then it would just be a big, solid thing and nothing could be created. So in the space, matter can form, and the space is what holds all the matter in itself. And what is that glue that holds the universe together? That is love. And I know this is woo-woo and deep, and I might be losing some of you here, but you need to feel these words, not think about them. And I think about outer space as well, inner space. And when you love somebody, you give them space. You give them the freedom. That is true love. Needy, clingy, holding on to love is actually fear-based love. So when you say, I need my space, you're actually asking for freedom and for that feeling of relaxed knowing that everything will be okay. And that relaxed knowing, immediately there's no more clinging. And then you fall into the arms of space, which is love. I know this gets a bit, let me read what I wrote and just try and explain it better, but I think you know what I mean. Where did I say here? Space is not empty. I wrote here, space is full of love. But now love is something we cannot see or touch. It is an idea. It is an energy, an energetic quality. It is something I can't show you. I can't say, here's love and give it to you. But we all know it exists, don't we? If there is something that we cannot see, but we all know that it exists, isn't that like believing in a higher power? Isn't that what the higher power is? Isn't that what is? But not love in a romantic sense. When I talk about space is love, or the nothingness, which allows the everything to be in, is love. That's not romantic love. And I'm not talking about romantic love. That is the love that bursts forth into creation. And animals, plants, butterflies, bees, sea creature, everything, all of it has like just burst forth from what? From space, from nothingness, from the universe that just blows our minds. And to date, we haven't found another planet like this, but it has burst forth out of all this swirling nothingness that holds some matter. I mean, it's mind-blowing. This whole thing is mind-blowing. Our existence is mind-blowing. The fact that I'm sitting here talking to my cell phone in South Africa, in my bedroom, on a Monday in April 2025, and you could be watching this across the other side of the world at some other time in space, and yet we are having a connection. To me, that is mind-blowing. That's like kaboom. Wow. I'm always blown away by that. Let me just see if I can get back to the feeling again, what I wrote. Space is full of love. Space is love. Love is what holds the atoms. We hold space for one another. So when you say, I'm going to hold a space for you, I will hold a space of love for someone, that is so loving. Holding space for another human being is the most loving act you can do. Give me space equals give me freedom, which means give me love. Freedom and love are the same thing, are they not? Are they? I think they are. Martha Beck says peace, joy, freedom, and love are all words for basically the same thing. And again, we are not talking about romantic love, like I am yours, you are mine, and we hold on to each other. I'm talking about that universal love. Real love. Love is space. Space is love. Emptiness equals love. Nothingness is love. And I know that's bizarre and it doesn't make sense in words. It's very hard for me to put into words, but I feel it. I feel it in my bones. If you think about physics and what it's taught us about how mostly there's just space, which is bizarre. Everything seems so solid. How can something seem solid that is mostly space? And yet it's just micro, minuscule particles vibrating at different frequencies that seem solid. It's mind-blowing. But what is the glue or the thing that keeps all of this together? It's the space. And now I'm going to do something with you. I'm going to invite you to meditate with me just for a short while. If you will, take a deep breath. And breathe out. Long, straight spine, shoulders back and relaxed. Head on top of your body. Close your eyes if you can, if you want to. You can do it lying down. I'm just going to keep my eyes closed for now. And breathe as deeply as you need to breathe for all the atoms and molecules in your body to relax. And then try and feel the spaces in between every atom and molecule in your body. Try and feel it. Now I'm looking outside the window. I'm looking at a sky. If you want to keep your eyes open, that's fine. If you want to close them, close them. And just feel the space that is you. Feel the space between every atom and molecule in your body. You are not solid at all. And all of that space flows to everyone and everything around you. You cannot control and box in space, which means you are everything, you are everywhere, even though you feel like you are this one singular small being. That singular small being is just being held together by love, playfully. Just concentrate on the space that you are. And think about the concept of spaciousness. How do you feel in a place of spaciousness? A wide open, beautiful field. Don't you feel like that? If you think about an empty, beautiful, white, spacious room, doesn't that just feel expansive? And isn't that what love is? Isn't love expansion, space, joy? Everything that feels like love and joy and peace and freedom feels like an open sky. There's my dog drinking his water and disturbing my meditation, which is wonderful. Never, ever, ever worry during a meditation if you get disturbed, if there is noise, if you get itchy, if you feel anxious or afraid or frightened. These are all okay. You can hold all of it in the vast space that you are. So, for those of you who have followed along with some of my videos, and welcome to all the new subscribers, you can see that through my turmoil and through this year of great difficulty that I'm having so far, and through the intense pain and fear that I have walked through, comes these moments of, my dog, comes these moments of peace. I have found that that is what intense emotional pain can do. It can bring you to this place of so much unknowing, so much fear, so much turmoil. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to turn. You don't know how to proceed next. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. You are confused, you don't know. And something will crack if you let it. You just go into the I don't know. You go into the fear. You go into the pain. You go into it all. You let it crack you because you sit with it so much and you just feel it. And what happens when you crack something open? More space, more emptiness, more freedom. But of course, I've seen many human beings who don't allow that. They build all the walls because of the fear. And I don't want that for you. You can sit in fear, and I still feel fear. I mean, just because I've had a few good meditations lately doesn't mean I don't think of, I don't know what it is about humans and our minds, but we think of the future, and I still think of the future and I get terrified because as of right now, I don't actually have a set structured income. But who of us actually ever do? Even if you have a job, you could get laid off tomorrow. Your company could get, the company could crumble. You know, nothing in this world is safe and secure other than you knowing the truth about yourself. That is what is safe and secure. And I know we are terrified of death. We think, well, how can we be safe and secure? I mean, look what happened to your ex-husband. I think about this. Look what happened to him. On a random Wednesday, he got up, went about his normal day, went to the pub, as he did, and was murdered. Murdered. So how does that mean we are safe and secure? And I know, how does that mean? But when I was meditating today and I thought about it, I thought, he that made him, the essence, not his personality, not his physical self, but the animating force, the space that allowed the charge to go into that physical form, whatever that was, that is now free to join with everything. It's going to make me cry, and I've just put makeup on, so I'm going to try not to cry, but he is now released. He is now free. And there is no he, there is no personality, there is no ego. His name was Brad. There's no ego Brad, full of fears and full of worry and full of anxiety. And he was a man who lived in tremendous fear and anxiety, but put on this brave, big, tough guy front, this huge, thick ego, this mask, this masculinity, this, I would say, toxic masculinity. He had to appear strong and brave at all times. When, in the moments I looked truly at him, I could see that frightened little boy inside of him. He was shot and killed, yes, and all of that is released. All of that fear is gone. And so I know you say, well, that is not safety, but in a way, knowing that the very worst thing that could happen is death is safe. It's safe. Because we came from somewhere, or we emerged from somewhere, or we sprouted forth from something, out of something. And I'm assuming it's like a tide that goes up and we emerge and then we recede back into the ocean. It's so hard to put into words. It's a feeling I feel. I only get that feeling now and then. I don't always hold on to it, and I lose it, and I get very wrapped up in human drama and human life, and then I get terrified again. But right now, I know that death is safe. Death is safe. But it's only a gut feeling. It's only not even a gut feeling. It's something that is only born out of the sheer depths of the calmness of a state I reach now and then in meditation. That's all I can say. I don't know how else to explain it to you, and I don't get this often, as I say, and I'll lose this feeling probably, but for the next however long I am on the planet, I want to return to this feeling. But that is why I have to share it today. I have to share this feeling with you. Space is love. Love is freedom. Freedom is joy. Joy is peace. And there is actually nothing to fear. And yet, being a human in a human body, the fear will course through you. It just will. Or maybe you reach a point where it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but it's okay. Feel the fear as this charge. It's like this electrical impulse that it makes me vibrate faster, and but it can also be motivating. It can also get you to do things. It can also spark action. And so to just reframe fear as well is also very helpful. So that is all I have for you today. I'm going to leave you with all these thoughts as I contemplate creating a whole new life for myself, a whole new channel. I hope you will come with me on this journey, on my journey of being single at 46, on this journey of house hunting. I do want to make a video just discussing a bit more about the homes we have looked at. We still haven't found our forever home yet, my son and I. It won't be forever, but for the next foreseeable future home. We put in an offer, it was rejected. So I have to meditate on, do we try and match her what she wants, or we are looking still, weighing up the pros and cons, weighing up what makes a home truly valuable. But yeah, life is still good. Even with all the fears, if it didn't feel fearful, it wouldn't be exciting. It's just like going on a roller coaster ride. No one, well, some people do, but you don't want to just go on a roller coaster ride that is so slow and boring and that nothing exciting happens. We sign up for the exciting roller coaster ride because we like that adrenaline. It's human nature as well to almost enjoy the fear. So I'll leave you with those thoughts. I'm going to shut up now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. And I love you. You are loved by the spacious love that exists between all of us. I really, 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 really do mean it. I've heard other YouTubers say, and I love you, but I don't mean it in a weird way, and it's not in a way that, I know I don't know most of you personally, but it's that love of humanity. So if you think that there is no one in your life loving you, there is. I love you. But it's not in the way, it's not in that clingy way. It is in that way of, I love all of humanity. I love the whole planet. I love every bird and bee and butterfly. And you are held in love. And now I know what that means. We are all held in love, just like all of nature is held in love. Nature is love. It is the springing forth of love, and you are a part of nature. So just know that you are loved, even if you feel like you are not. You are, you are, you are, you are loved. You are so loved. Even if you've lost all your loved ones, you are still loved. You are held in love. I'll leave you with that. Okay, bye. See you in the next one. Bye.